Hello YouTube family, let's prevent a solution given this nice algebra problem, which is x squared minus x cubed. This is equal to 12. So how do we solve for the value of x? Okay. Now solution from here. This is x to power 2 subtract x to power 3. This is equal to 12. Now we will take this 12 on the left hand side so that we'll have x to power 2 subtract x to power 3 subtract 12. This is equal to 0. Now from what we have here, we can express 12. Okay, this is x squared minus x cubed subtract. Now 12 can be expressed as 4 plus 8, and this is equal to 0. All right. Now this is again x squared subtract x cubed subtract. Now this is subtract 4, which you can express as 2 to power 2, subtract 8, which you can express as 2 to power 3. This is equal to 0. Now from what we have here, we can combine x squared and 2 squared because they have the same exponent. So we'll have x to power 2 subtract 2 to power 2 subtract. Now this is x cubed, and express this as x to power 3, okay, plus 2 to power 3. This is equal to 0. Now we have two parts here. We have two parts. The first part, this is actually the difference of two squares, which is expressed as a squared minus b squared, which we can express as a plus b and a minus b. All right. So we have x to power 2 subtract 2 to power 2. This can be expressed as x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay. Now the second part here, which is x to power 3 plus 2 to power 3. This is actually in the form of a cubed plus b cubed, which is expressed as a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay, so let's proceed. Now we have x cubed plus 2 to power 3. This is actually in the form of a cubed plus b cubed, which can be expressed as a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Now that means that x to power 3 plus 2 to power 3, this can be expressed as x plus 2, x squared, subtract 2x, subtract 4. Okay, so this is the second equation we have. This is the second part. So let's combine. That is x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay, subtract. This is x plus 2 into the parentheses. This is x to power 2 subtract 2x plus 4. This is equal to 0. Now from what we have here, x plus 2 is common here, so we factor out x plus 2. Okay, so that we'll have x subtract 2. Okay, subtract. This is x to power 2 subtract 2x plus 4. This is equal to 0. All right, so we have two parts here. This is the first part, okay, which is x plus 2. This is equal to 0. And we have the second part here, which is actually x subtract 2. Subtract. Now this is x to power 2 plus 2x. Okay, subtract 4. This is equal to 0. Now these are two parts here. So the first part is x plus 2 is equal to 0. So that means that the first value of x is negative 2. And this is actually a real root. This is a real root. Now the second part, we have x minus 2 minus x squared plus 2x minus 4, which we can express as, now this is negative x to the power 2, okay? Now let's add x plus 2x, this is 3x, then negative 2 subtract 4, this is negative 6, this is equal to 0. Now we have two parts here. We have x plus 2 is equal to 0. So that means that the first value of x, which is x1, is equal to negative 2. Now the second part is x minus 2 minus x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. We can form it as, now we have negative x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now let's multiply by negative 1 here. So that will have x to the power 2 subtract 3x plus 6, this is equal to 0. Okay, so let's check the discriminant value, okay, which is given as d, which is b squared subtract 4ac. Let's see if it is less than 0. So from our quadratic equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 3, and c is equal to 6. Substituting these values, we're going to have negative 3 squared, and this is 9, subtract 4 times 1 times c, which is equal to 6. So this is 9, subtract 6 times 4, okay, and this is equal to 24, all right? So you'll have 9 subtract 24, all right? And this is equal to negative 15, all right? Now, negative 15 is less than 0. So from what we have, it means that we have two complex roots here. We have two complex roots which can be calculated by applying the quadratic formula. We can calculate this as, that is x2, x3, this is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, divide this by 2a. Okay, now let's substitute the values of b, a, b, and c. This is negative 3 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is negative 3 squared. This is equal to 9. Subtract 4 times 1 times c, which is actually 6. Divide this by 2. Okay. So now from what we have here, negative 3 times negative 3, negative times negative 3, this is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of, this is 9 subtract 24, which is negative 15, divide this by 2. Now from what we have here, this is 3 plus or minus, now we can express negative 15 as 15 times negative 1, divide this by 2. Okay, now from what we have here, that is 3 plus or minus the square root of 15 times negative 1 divided by 2. This is equal to 3 plus or minus, now we have that the square root of 15, now the square root of negative 1, this is I, divided by 2, all right? So that means that x2 is equal to 3 divided by 2 plus, this is square root of 15, I, divided by 2, all right? And x3 is equal to 3 over 2 subtract square root of 15, I, divided by 2. Now these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions with only one real solution, okay, which is x1, which is negative 2. This is the only real solution.